Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. I&R spoilers. Mother doesn't always know best. Kyle schemes to get Diane fired. Young and the Restless. I&R spoilers suggest there will be plenty of tension between Diane Abbott, Susan Walters, and her son Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, during the week of March 25 to 29. As Kyle was vying for that Abbott CEO spot, and Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, awarded it to his wife versus his son, Kyle's been feeling some resentment. Could he end up plotting against his mom so that she gets fired? I&R spoilers note that Kyle has been taking the initiative on job at work, which seems like he's trying to be helpful, but really it's because he's tired of being told what to do and wants more power in the company. I&R spoilers indicate that next week, he'll step outside of the boundaries within his role again, and Diane will put her foot down. She'll let him know that she's the one in charge and he takes orders from her, not the other way around. His mom being appointed as Abbott's CEO has rubbed Kyle the wrong way as it is. Will this confrontation send him over the edge? Diane is infamous for her past scheming ways, although she has seemingly cleaned up her act. As the old saying goes, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Kyle is capable of scheming against anyone, even family members, which was proven recently when he agreed to help Tucker McCall, Trevor Street John, with his plan to take over Abbott. The deal was Kyle could get the co-CEO job, however, the young executive did back out of things at the last moment. Could Kyle start scheming against his own mom to make her look bad in hopes that she'll get fired? If she gets fired, he'd be a shoo-in for that CEO spot. He may rationalize that Diane is entering her retirement years, and he'd be doing her a favor by pushing her out. Plus, it's because he backed out of Tucker's plan that he's not the current CEO, so in many ways he won't feel as if sabotaging his mom is that big of a deal. It's not like he'll do anything to threaten Abbott's success, right? Could Kyle scheme against his mom? Have your say in the comments section. Catch your favorite CBS soap daily to see what happens next, and visit SS often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers and updates. In the bustling streets of Genoa City, where secrets thrive and alliances are as fluid as the changing tides, the drama at Abbott Cosmetics is about to escalate to unprecedented levels. Kyle Abbott, a man with a legacy to uphold and ambitions to fulfill, finds himself entangled in a web of deceit, spun by none other than his own mother, the formidable Diane Jenkins. As the sun rises over the city skyline, casting a golden hue over the Abbott headquarters, Kyle stands before the mirror, adjusting his tie with a determined glare in his eyes. He knows today is the day he takes matters into his own hands, breaking free from the suffocating hold his mother has over him and Abbott. Diane Jenkins, a woman of undeniable charisma and manipulative prowess, has long wielded her influence over Abbott, pulling strings behind the scenes to secure her position of power. But Kyle, with his sharp intellect and strategic mind, is not one to be underestimated. With a plan brewing in his mind, Kyle strides into the office, his steps echoing off the polished floors. He knows he must tread carefully, for one wrong move could unravel everything he's worked so hard to achieve. Inside the boardroom, Diane sits at the head of the table, her gaze cold and calculating as she surveys the room. She is a force to be reckoned with, a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants. But Kyle knows her weaknesses, knows the cracks in her facade that he can exploit. As the meeting progresses, Kyle subtly plants the seeds of doubt in the minds of his colleagues, sowing discord and discontent among them. He whispers carefully crafted lies and half-truths, painting Diane as incompetent and untrustworthy. But Diane is no fool. She senses the shift in the room, the subtle undercurrent of betrayal that threatens to engulf her. With a steely resolve, she squares her shoulders and prepares to fight back. As the tension mounts, Kyle makes his move, accusing Diane of sabotage and incompetence, citing fabricated evidence to support his claims. The room erupts into chaos as accusations fly and allegiances are tested. But Kyle is not content to simply discredit his mother. No, he has a far more sinister plan in mind. With a calculated twist of fate, he orchestrates a series of events that culminate in Diane's downfall, her reign of power crumbling around her like a house of cards. As the dust settles, Kyle emerges victorious, his position at Abbott stronger than ever before. But victory comes at a cost, and he cannot escape the nagging feeling of guilt that gnaws at his conscience. For in his quest for power and control, Kyle has betrayed the one person who should have been his greatest ally. He has shattered the bonds of family, leaving behind a trail of broken trust and shattered dreams. As he gazes out over the city skyline, Kyle is haunted by the realization that sometimes Mother doesn't always know best, and in his ruthless pursuit of success, he has become everything he once despised. But in the cutthroat world of Geno City, where alliances are forged and broken in the blink of an eye, Kyle knows that sentimentality is a luxury he can ill afford. For in the game of power and ambition, there are no rules, only winners and losers. And as Kyle stands at the precipice of his newfound empire, he knows that he will do whatever it takes to stay on top, even if it means sacrificing everything he holds dear. For in the end, in the world of business and betrayal, only the strong survive, and Kyle Abbott is determined to prove that he is the strongest of them all. Vi and R early week spoilers: Epic Bash, Lily's backlash, Victoria's spark, Ashley's complication. The Young and the Restless spoiler for the week of April 1 are in. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, thinks Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, needs a positive distraction, so expect a big party. However, Jordan, Colleen Zenk is still a threat. Meanwhile, Lily Winters, Crystal Kahlo, faces backlash at Chancellor Winters. Elsewhere, Ashley Abbott's Eileen Davidson, alters face a complication. Meanwhile, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel could get a spark. I and R spoilers for the week of April 1 reveal that Victor is worried about Nikki and her decisions. Victor thinks that Nikki needs a welcome distraction, something positive after everything that's happened with Jordan and Claire Grace, Haley Aaron. Victor will likely throw some kind of extravagant party. Perhaps Victor will use the party as a way to publicly debut the newest member of the Newman family, Claire. Remember, Jordan is still a threat. Nikki saved Jordan after her suicidal poisoning stunt. Handcuffed in the hospital, the villain is seething and plotting her payback. During the week of April 1, fans can expect Lily's decisions at Chancellor Winters to have some backlash. Lily could even end up losing her job if she's not careful. Lily knows using personal feelings to fire two people isn't professional, especially when their work is exemplary. At the same time, Lily shouldn't be forced to work with the two people who betrayed her either. Perhaps a solution would be a very generous severance package for Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom. As for Daniel Romalotti, Jr., Michael Graziade, Omegasphere is his baby. A buyout doesn't seem fair for the amount of emotion and passion Daniel invested into his brainchild. In any case, Lily's decisions will cause a lot of chaos at the company. Could Lily end up regretting her decisions? The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of April 1 reveal that Ashley will continue to face complications. Ashley is fighting to gain back control of her body and mind. However, the alter personalities seem to have taken control from the real Ashley. Jack is ready to give up and let Ashley do whatever. Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, thinks that's a bad idea. Tucker McCall, Trevor Street John, is also concerned about Ashley's wild behavior. So it sounds like an intervention is coming up, one that Jack might not be part of. After all, Jack is pretty busy with Nikki these days. It is suggested that Victoria could change her mind about dating as well as Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck. We have a feeling that Claire might play Cupid with her parents. Adam and Chelsea will continue struggling over what's best for Connor. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of April 1? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Y and R right now. Come back often for the Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates.